Man versus gun.
Hello shooters, thank you for watching. Today's installment of Man vs. Handgun is the Smith & Wesson 45, M&P 45. It is slightly different in dimensions than the regular M&P series, so it gets its own episode. So let's see how the Smith & Wesson M&P 45 does on the spreadsheet. Here's the Smith & Wesson M&P 45 midsize. They make the full-size model has a longer slide and barrel. The compact has this exact same slide and barrel, but it has more of a compact size frame here. So this is the mid-size. It has the compact slide and barrel and the full-size frame. Let's see how much this thing weighs. Empty magazine. 1 pound, 11.8 ounces. Let's bring our Glock 17 out here. So it weighs the same as a Glock plus 3 rounds. Okay, the width of the M&P 45 is 1.30 inches. Measured at the slide catches, slide releases. So this makes a really perfect size duty gun, and it makes a pretty dang good concealed carry because it's thin. Kind of little teeny bit too long in the grip for a really good concealed carry, but it gets high marks for concealed carry. This is in no way a pocket gun, so it gets no marks there. M&P series receiver, made out of plastic, but it's a really good design. It feels good in the hands. The back straps, good design on the back straps, and they are interchangeable, just like the rest of the M&P series, with except the shield. Side panels are not. They are sorta, they're carded, but I don't count that as adjustable side panels. Side panels are what they are. Like the rest of the M&P series, the trigger is pretty much the same as the rest of the M&P series. There's some take up there, and you can maybe see a little bit of grit there going on. I can feel it, and I think you can hear it. There's no apex parts in these. And then once you hit the wall, you don't feel spongy. I don't feel sponginess in an M&P trigger. You hit the wall, apply pressure, and it goes. It doesn't have that spongy feeling like a Glock trigger does. And the trigger pulls the exact same time every time. So it gets pretty good marks for trigger pull, but it gets excellent marks because the trigger pulls the same each and every time you pull the trigger. The magazine well is flared, just like the rest of the M&P series, on all 4 sides. The magazine is excellent design. It's standard, it's double stack, 10 rounds. I think it's really cool that this size handgun will carry 10 rounds, 10 plus 1 in the chamber, 10 in the magazine, of 45 ACP ammo. I think that's really cool. And it's got it's got that little bit of give back, push back too after the magazine's inserted, so that's a good thing. The base plate is like all M&P base plates, so you can strip this magazine out one-handed if you get a Type 3 malfunction. That can hook onto your belt, your holster, your steering wheel, a door jamb, your foot, a shoe, whatever, to strip that magazine out. Magazine released in a great location. It's a good design. It's stippled, but it is not mirror image. It's one side. You can flip to the other side, but still, it's one side. It is what it is. I wished it was mirror image, but it's not. It is what it is. the safety on all M&Ps. The safety is right here in the trigger. If you don't pull the bottom part very well, you can't pull the trigger. But as soon as you put your finger on there, you can pull the trigger. So, and it works equally well right or left-handed, so that gets high marks there. Slide catch is like the whole M&P series. It's a good design. It's not too large of a lever, and it is mirror image. So kudos to Smith & Wesson for doing a mirror image slide stop. You can use, it gives you some options. You can use your trigger finger, you can use your firing thumb, you can use your firing thumb, you can use your trigger finger. So that's a good thing. I like the design there. The rear sight, it's got a good shelf right there for grabbing onto a holster or a belt buckle or a belt or a steering wheel or a door jamb in case you got to rack the slide one-handed. So a good design there. And it's also a good design just the way the sight picture is. It's got a good design in the sight picture. Both of them are dovetailed, so you can switch them out for different sights if you wish. It does have a light rail with 3 slots. I like that. And this is not optics compatible. One thing, here's something cool about this M&P 45 midsize. And it's kind of a secret that's not well known. But if you watch the Glock 19 man versus handgun video that I did, I said that if you could only own one handgun in the world, it should be a Glock 19 because it's that perfect size. It's not too small. You can get all fingers on it and you can shoot it all day long, but it's not too big. It's still easy to conceal. It's flat. It's small. It's that perfect size that nobody else has seemed to duplicate so far, except maybe this gun here. The top end, they're almost exactly the same. It's a little bit long. The Smith & Wesson M&P 45 is a little bit longer in the grip, but not very dang much. So this M&P midsize 45 is just a really, really nice sized handgun. This is, my top choice for a 45 handgun. So let's go to the range and put some rounds through this bad boy.
This Smith & Wesson M&P 45 is the lightest recoiling 45 I've ever shot. I used to be a 1911 guy. I'm used to shooting those, but it is just a pleasure to shoot this M&P 45 midsize. The recoil is just really, really, really mild. It's a great handgun, especially for a 45.
Okay, shooters, Smith & Wesson M&P 45. This is the midsize, as I mentioned. It has the full-size grip and the more of a compact frame and slide. Were I to carry a 45, this would be what I would carry. How can you argue with 10 rounds of 45 ACP in a package this size? Great handgun. If you're in the market for a 45 handgun, I would strongly recommend you check one of these out. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the shares, likes, and subscribes. Any questions or comments, please post them below. And as always, until next time, have a great day.